My speech is going to be on hops. And
Right. You're not screwed on
I'm in.
Great taste in this video. I'll let you down.
So for those of you that don't know, hops is like what spices is to food. It gives it flavor. The reason I chose this is because Southwest Idaho is like one of the 4 major places across the U.S. that hops are grown. Idaho supplies 8% of the U.S. and 2% of the world's hop harvest. They're grown in 4 different locations. Northern Idaho, Southwest Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. Washington supplies the most. And here in Idaho, we grow Zeus, Galena, Nugget, Chinook, Mount Hood, and Willamette. First, it starts with the roots. They're planted in March, and in a couple weeks, you'll have vines. By the time that vines start growing, you have strings that are 20 feet high going towards the plant. They grow about 8 to 10 inches a day, and in the night it grows around the string. So that's a hop field right there. You can sort of see the strings that are going towards the plant. Those are hop roots, which I have right here. Usually check the field about 2 or 3 times a day, just to make sure the vines are growing how they're supposed to. First, the vines are very small, which is hard because it takes about an hour just to do 1 row. And every couple of weeks after that, you just check to make sure they're growing right. So on this one, that's actually me and my nephew right there. That's what we're doing, training hops. And when vines grow 20 feet high, it's usually harvest time. That's usually in August. So there's a machine that's cutting the hop vines from the top, and they land into the back of a hop truck. A hop truck is basically a bed taken out of the truck with boards along the side to keep the hops from falling off. They usually cost like $300 or $400. And after that, once they're filled, they get taken to the harvesting machine, which we call a betta. At the harvesting machine, they grab each vine and put them on a hook and then go through a process that gets each hops off the vine. The leaves and the rest of the vine are then used as compost. So that's the hooks that they're going to be hung on, and then they go through that machine right there. At the end of it, there's 2 belts. One's for the trash, and the other one is for the hops. The hops then go on a belt and transported to a room called the hop dryer. Each room is filled with hops that are 3 feet high, and it's very hot because it's held by a wire mesh floor. So the floor underneath is full of dryers cooking the hops. It usually takes a while to cook. After they are done, they're taken to where they can be packaged into bales. Each bale weighs about 200 pounds. And once they're packaged, they get transported to the brewery companies. So that's the floor I was talking about. It's about 3 feet high of hops. And once they're cooked, that's the bell that they get put into. Hops are not only used to give beer flavor, they can also be used in medicine, sleep aids, oils, fight cancer, and help with some bacterial infections. So in conclusion, I hope you learned a little bit about the hops here in Idaho and the process such as planting, training, and harvest. And maybe one day you'll want to work out there too. Yeah, I pass this around, but they sort of stink. So, yeah, you guys can look at it.